What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades, and today we are talking about a crypto that we really loved at one point in time on the channel, and I still believe in the long-term aspects of it, but it really did fall a long ways from its former glory of an all-time high of $3. It is sitting right around about 15 cents or so, but that isn't too bad if you are accumulating. Now, if you wrote it from the top all the way down, that is not going to be as good as you would want it. It's going to take a couple minutes for everyone to get here. I was only able to share it on Twitter and a couple other places because my phone is almost dying, and my cat is over here trying to get into the catnip. If you can see, look, he's trying to get into the catnip over here. I got it today, and he turned he started getting like aggressive. So when I first got here, I took all the stuff out of the bag and I kind of threw it right next to him, and I couldn't find the catnip. Like, I threw three things at him. I had like a leash, not like throw at him, but next to him I had like a harness. I had a brush, and then I had the catnip. And I was looking for the catnip because I was going to give him some after I got done putting all the other stuff away, the groceries and all the other stuff. And I couldn't find it. And I'm like, well, I know my cat, he likes to sit on things, but I was like, I didn't throw it under him. It was over here. So he must have grabbed it and brought it. And sure enough, he was sitting on it. And when I went to like scoot him, he attacked me. And, he's never done that before, so it was so weird. He thought I was trying to take his catnip from him. And if you look, he did take it because there's bite marks in the package where he drug it. You can see right there, there's holes in it all over. He grabbed it and hid it. He was sitting on it like, no, this is mine. I've never seen him do something like that before. And I was like, dude, I'm not trying to take it from you. I was just trying to like open it and give it to you. He goes crazy for the stuff though. Like, I hope it's not bad for your cat. I'm just wondering how it does that to him. Sparks a burst of energy followed by calm bliss. All right, buddy, here you go. He eats it though. We'll get into crypto. I just wanted to share this with you guys real quick. Check out. Oh, he's all the way over here now. I'll just give him some right here. There you go, buddy. Right there. My cat is literally eating catnip right now. Like, most cats roll around in it. He just licks it and eats it. And then he'll roll around where it was. I'm like, man. And I looked it up. It's okay if they eat it. You just can't let them eat a lot of it. Like, I couldn't give him the whole bag. Okay. Anyway, he's probably going to be harassing me the whole time now. So, because of that. I like to spoil my cat, but yeah, that was weird that he attacked me. I was pretty mad at him for a little while for that one. But as you see, I hope you all are having a good day. I don't have my phone, so the chat is going to be a little bit hard. My phone's dead. Oh, you are here, King Love. Okay, I'll check the chat over here every now and again. That's the cool thing about on here. I have the chat. What's up, my dude? Yeah, you saw the cat? Yep. Catnip is calming. It is. Careful with that word though, please. Even I think my moderator, if you say that, can you erase that, please? Just because that might get the video flagged. It has the same effect as CBD, maybe. I'm kind of tired. If you notice, I'm a little more sluggish and not as excited as most days because I got up really, really early today. I did a lot of running around and errands and stuff. So, but remember when we did that track crypto video? I'm like, oh, we're gonna do a discounted tracking video. Well, I'm over here looking at it, and the graph was at 35 cents when we did that. We're like, oh yeah, it'll go up from here, maybe. This is the bottom, hopefully. And it went down all the way. So I really believe that we are legit at a bottom. So let's go into the graph and check it out and see why the graph is doing what it's doing. Now, I was looking at this a little bit earlier on my own. Wanted to make sure that there was something good for us. And there is this falling wedge pattern that is prevalent in a lot of crypto right now. Probably about like, I don't know, 6 out of 10 of the charts I've looked at have all had the same kind of falling wedge patterns. So we're getting hopefully to a bottom. I mean, we don't have to go into a multi-year bear market. There's no, reason, except for the past to believe that. But we could be in a different phase. It could just, have like a 6 month bearish market like we've been having, or maybe even a year long, and then a year of a bull market after that, and then maybe 6 months of a bear market, and then like who knows, a couple years of a bull market. You never know when it's going to change because things are different now. Now, if everything was the same and it wasn't really being adopted, and countries didn't, do everything, and all the money wasn't going into like the graph and the graph ecosystem and crypto and all these other ecosystems, then yeah, maybe I would be like, we're in the regular cycle, everything's the same, but things are so much different. There's so many more successful cryptos that are revolutionizing the industry, like ICP, the graph, Algorand, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, of course. TRX is even one that I believe it has a strong future as long as the developers stay diligent and they can get it listed on a reputable exchange like Coinbase. That is one thing I think TRX could do to really stand out. And I don't know why. Actually, I think I do. I think it's the TRC20 tokens. There is a lot of scam tokens, but same with Binance, and that's why it's not on Coinbase either. The Binance, because it has so many possible scam tokens on the Binance and the Tron blockchain. That's why I don't really use either of those for that reason when it comes to DeFi and tokens. But they're still good cryptos, and the graph it doesn't really have to worry about that. But it also is a data storing system, and it's a internet computer does data storing system, but in a different way. This indexes data. So data storing is you need a file of data stored for your business, then it stores the data. But the graph, it indexes data. So not owned data, but all the data on the blockchain. Then it can be queried if anybody needs it for like a decentralized exchange, code, open source code, whatever they need that is available. And we have, this parallel channel in a lot of different cryptos. Remember, we weren't even looking at the graph the other day, but we have the same parallel channel, descending channel, parallel descending, yeah, descending parallel channel, and that can be bullish, but it also likes to trade from top to bottom. So if we hit the top here, there is a good chance to pull back, but that would be 3 cents. And I honestly think that we're not. I can almost guarantee it. I'm not going to guarantee anything ever again because I was guaranteeing a bottom, and I was definitely 100%. My guarantee failed right there. So I will be very leery about guaranteeing anything anymore. I'll just say that, it was like a bet, like if you bet somebody, you're like, yeah, I'd put money on that because I believe, like, you don't know 100% sure, but you believe, that's going to happen. And so you stake your belief on that. When some people put money or whatever else, your reputation, that's kind of what I put on the line. And unfortunately, I was wrong. And I lost 1 million viewers. I used to be the biggest channel in crypto. And no, wouldn't that be like some messed up story if I was like the biggest crypto YouTuber and I made one bad call and I lost 1 million subscribers? And now all I have is like 2,000 left. Like I had 1,002,000 subscribers, and now all I have is like 2,160. That would be funny. My cat got his fix and then took off. His fix of catnip. That's funny. So I want to get out some indicators. I'm really disappointed in crypto. I can't say just the graph because all crypto has done this. So technically, I'm not really disappointed. This is just what happens, right? It is disappointing. I'm not disappointed in crypto though, if that makes sense. Like I'm just disappointed that the prices are down. The graph is still an amazing crypto. Am I disappointed that it went down so far? Oh yeah. But does that mean that it's the crypto's fault? No, it's just the way it is, and it sucks. As long as Bitcoin has dominance, these cryptos dump that far, and it seems like they dump farther and faster. And the reason they go down 90%, it isn't because altcoins have to go down 90%. It's because people don't trust altcoins as much as Bitcoin. So all of the scared investors, the really scary ones, they always pull their money out of the altcoins first, and they'll put it into Bitcoin, and because it's less volatile, right, and it won't drop as far, or they put it in a stable coin, or whatever. They pull a lot of money out of the altcoins. And me, I hold through it. That's what you do, and you accumulate. So that they'll wait. So this is what's so stupid is they'll wait until it's up to like 40 or 50 cents again before they start buying in. And that's, I'm serious. It will have a reversal. They probably won't buy until about, well, I'd say 30. That's probably exaggerating, but they probably wouldn't even buy till like 20 cents until they're sure, like, or 30 even. They might even write it all the way to 30 just to make sure it's going to go up before they buy it. I'm buying at 15 the whole time, or 30, or however low I can get it to go. I just can't believe it went to 15 because it originally came on Coinbase at 10 cents, and it was a $750 million market cap in 3 days. The first 3 days on Coinbase. And then it went up to $3. I had $10,000 in this at one point, and I would have made 100 grand. It was the biggest mistake I've ever made. And I didn't even know I made it until after it happened. And then I look back at it. I was like, dude, I had like 30,000 graph or something. And imagine 30,000, at $3 or 287, or it was like 35,000, I think it was. 35,000 graph at $3 a piece. So you're talking $100,000. Unfortunately, I got scared. And then look, the time I don't get scared, it dumps. The time I do get scared, it pumps. See, isn't that crazy how the world just, or everything just works, opposite what you do? It's the rule of trading. If you sell, it will go up. If you buy, it will go down right away. It loves to do that. Don't ask me what that is. It is just the way it is. Like like Tupacery said. It's just the way it is. Tupacery. I got nervous saying his name. I'm like, I don't want to get a copyright. But I think you can say Tupac, right? Freedom of speech, man. Do we really have freedom of speech? I mean, I've been able to say pretty much whatever I wanted on here. So, I mean, it's pretty free to me. And I don't really want to say anything too bad. So, I mean, freedom of speech is pretty good for me because I don't really have anything extraordinary to say, Maybe extraordinary, but not extraordinary. So, this is kind of worrisome. That's why I'm talking. Like, I'm trying to find a way to break the news to y'all in like a good way, but I don't have a lot here that's telling us anything good's happening. But on the other hand, I don't have anything here telling me bad's happening. So I guess no news is good news. We are really far down between the 21, the 50, and the 100. And these are going to be massive resistance lines. Look at the downward trending slope line and the 21-day moving average. They coincide, which is going to be a bigger area of resistance. And this could even be like a box area of resistance right here. I think it is actually. I would call it a box area right here. Even though I don't even know what that really would be, but I bet if they check their little box thing, it's probably from right here, or somewhere right around there because of these. It would probably be somewhere from right here to like right up here. There's more. So I want to learn how to use those box things. Like I just know I've seen other traders do it, and I kind of know what that means. Like accumulation level, it's like the level where the most crypto was accumulated at that box level. Normally, so you could like use the volume, the RSI. That's something else we need to get in, because as you see, you can see the volume right here, but the RSI, it shows you basically the volume to oversold, in a way. I don't. I mean, yeah. Anyway, I have no clue what I was gonna say there, but all right, on the daily. Ooh, okay. Well, these lines look like they're getting ready to intersect. So there is going to be a price movement one way or the other. And we just were very, very undersold right here. I mean, we were down all the way to 21. This is how we know we're in a bear market. When you go down all the way to 21 and you don't have a massive pump. I mean, this means that there's buying pressure, lots of buying pressure. And it lasted for a few days. I mean, days. We're talking like 3-4 days it lasted, of buying pressure. So now we're just kind of going sideways. The volume's dwindling out from what happened here. We tried to break out a couple times. See this? We touched it here, got rejected, broke out a little bit, but still we got rejected. Broke out a little bit, got rejected. Went up to touch it, didn't break out, got rejected, and that's when we had our big fall down. And now we have broke above it, so that's good because we were having troubles doing that over here. Now that we're above it, all it took was test it, no, test it, no, test it, broke down, test it, broke out, test it, support, test it, support, test it, support. So that's pretty good, at least so far. Now that's on the daily. Let's go into the smaller time frames because Graph is one of the best cryptos out there when it comes to the project and how it integrates with so many other crypto, or not integrates. I shouldn't say integrates, but partners with so many other cryptos, and well, kind of integration because it uses the file storage system. So it is kind of like an integration. Let's just call it a collaboration. There we go. Because I don't want to get it confused with the ICP, integration of Bitcoin. So we'll stick with the graph collaboration of blockchains and data and queries, indexing queries. Now that is a sad price for the graph. I bought in at 88 cents, just to let you know. And the cool thing is I was able to dollar cost average my way down, all the way from 88. I got in at 40 again, and then I got in at 30, and I thought that was the bottom, and I was going to continue to buy at 30, and then you see this massive, it cut in half again. I couldn't even believe it. I mean, we already cut in half like 3 times, and then it does it again, and it's really, really difficult when you're holding. I bought at the worst moment possible. Well, I guess not. I mean, I could have bought a couple days when it was higher. I could have bought when it was a lot higher, but I ended up buying at 88 cents on the way down. It was a dip, and then that was like the day before it dumped, and then everything dumped right after I purchased again. I was hoping for one more rise up, and I was buying the dip, and it just never stopped dipping. So I am out over $2,700 right now on the graph. Um, it sucks. It's the most I've ever been down on any crypto, but I'm gonna make it back, all of it. So you guys are gonna see that. I don't think I'm down 2,700. I think that was the total I put in. And it's down to like 500 now. So I'm down 2,200. Still, it's a very lot. Like I lost a lot of it, like 90% of it. That sucks, but I knew that was going to happen if we were in a bear market. So I lost 90% of it. 92%, I think it was 92% of my total. So if you put $100 in, you would have $8 left. I put 2,700. I have 400 or 500 left. So it's not fun. It sucks, but I know the graph will go up again. Let's go and look at what the graph did the very first 3 days on the job. So, I mean, and it's kind of like me. I came out the gate with fire and fury. I really did. If you remember the beginning of my channel, I came out the door just a swinging. And I got a 10,000 flare video, and that video I did by fluke. I wasn't gonna make a video about it. It was something I was participating in the flare airdrop myself, and I was like, I was getting ready to do it, and I was like, wait, I'll just make a video about this, and it started getting like 5 views every like 30 seconds, and it was the most, and it just never stopped. And then it was like 10 views every minute, and then 30 views a minute, and then 100 views, and it just started going really, really far up. And I got over 10,000 views on it, and the graph was doing super well, and everything was kind of going good, and those were the good old days. So this is the graph at the beginning. When it was launched on Coinbase, it was at 10 cents. This says 26, but this isn't Coinbase. This is, I don't know if this is Binance or whatever chart this is. It doesn't have the full information though. Coin market cap. I don't know if what chart they use. So now if they have their own chart, it might be their own, coded chart. But as you see, if you look at the price, this says 234, but it went to 289. That is the high, 289, almost $3. So, and that was like, I don't know, December, February, 2 months after it came out. It peaked to $3. And then it went all the way down to about 49 cents, went all the way back up to $1.04, went all the way back down to 62 cents. And I bought these dips. I sold here. I made over 4 or 5 grand on these though with the graph. So I'm still in the profit. All of my graph are moon bags. I didn't tell you that, did I? So technically I'm not down anything. I forgot to tell you that. But it's still, I'm down from my original investment on this one, 2,700 down to 500, so it's $2,200 gone. So basically, all the money I made before is now lost, which you don't make money just to lose it the next time. It completely cancels it out, and then all that time you spent is now wasted. So you got to be careful with that. As you see it, and I bought right around. See, I bought the dip because I thought, I was like, oh yeah, I think it was up here. It went down here, I think. Yep, down to 69 or something. Or how low did it go right here? Yeah, it did, didn't it? Right? 86. No, I don't. Oh, I did. I think that's where I bought right here. Yep. I bought when it dipped right there, and I think it was like 86 or 86 to 88. I know it was like 88 or 86. I said 88, but I don't know if it was a little lower. Somewhere around there though. And that's because I thought we were going to go back up. I actually thought the market was going to continue. I thought Bitcoin was going up for one more time, and then we did start going up, and look, it went up to $1.03 again. And I wrote, I was like, yeah, but we're gonna keep going up. This is, we're having one more run. We're not gonna have a bear market until we have one more pump. Well, no more pumps and bear market all the way from a dollar 30, dollar 13, dollar 20, dollar 20, all the way down to 15 cents. So that is, you basically lost 90%. Yeah, 90 some percent, 92%. It's so much. And then from the top, it's like 99%. So we've lost 99% of all of our gains if you buy the top. But this is why I say this is the accumulation time. Imagine the next one of these that happens. So say you put $10,000 in here like I did last time. I put it in at 28 cents. Or so I don't remember. Yeah, I think I would have 10x, or I don't remember exactly what price I put in. Okay, I'm not going to tell you that because it'll sound like a lie because I don't know the exact price. And I might say a couple different things. So I don't want to lie to you, but I don't know the exact price. So anyway, it would be like if you bought, 10,000 at 20 cents or even 25 cents and it went to 250. That's $100,000 you would have made. So if you buy it at 15 cents and it goes to $1.50, you will 10x your money, and it most likely will. I mean, it's going to go. I think it will go to a new all-time high. Um, when will that happen? Who knows? It could be a couple of years, but it will. I mean, unless something happens and the graph disappears, which I don't think it will, but there is a possibility something could happen and it goes bye bye. But the chances of that are worth the risk, in my opinion, especially at this cheap price compared to where it is. It used to go from 60 to $1 a lot, and now we're sitting at this crazy. It's never been at this price before for this sustained period of time, and the only time it was is over here, and that's at like 20 to 30 when it first came out. That's the crazy part. It was doing so good, and that's why I don't understand how it isn't holding up better right now. That's the thing. I thought we'd stop at like at least the bottom here, which would have been 27 cents. That should have been the bottom, complete bottom. For real. There is no reason we should have went under the very like first month price. But, this is what it is. So I'm not going to complain. We're just going to go with it and see what happens from here. Now, that's what I'm saying. If it goes to $3, you would 20x your money if you bought right now. 20x. So if you put 1,000, you'd have $20,000. If you put 10,000, you'd have 200,000. You put a million, you would have $200 million. No, 20 million. Sorry. If you had 10 million, it would be 200 million. Yeah. So, how are you guys? Let's go back and check the chat real quick. I don't even know if anybody's here. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, hey Dan, you're here. What's up, guys? See, I might be doing that giveaway, guys. We need to get people over to that video. My price prediction video that I did for ICP on Sunday. That way, if we get 30 likes, I can do a 2 ICP giveaway to you guys. I want to give away some ICP to the community before the price goes up. And that doesn't help me, that helps you. Because if I give it to you at $7 and it goes up to 15, you're good to go, right? So we need to get that video. I'll show you exactly what video. I am talking about. It's the weekly candle one. This one right here. Internet Computer ICP weekly bullish trend, and whatever it says there. Bullish trend and candle close. So make sure that gets 30 likes, and if it does, we will go over to Twitter and do a 2 ICP giveaway, and all you'll have to do is follow the instructions over there. Boom. And come check this one out. It's called Better Than AWS Amazon Web Services, cheaper than Ethereum and Solana, and the best data storage system on the blockchain. All right, back to the chat. My cat is literally trying to get into everything right now because he is on one right now. I give him catnip and he's on one. Hey man, brand guy, what's up? Alts have no bottom, and that is unfortunately true ish. True ish. Because they do have a bottom, but I get what you're saying. There is no, floor price. They can dump and dump. Like if something happens, look at Terra. It can dump a lot from $100 down to less than a penny, like that. So you have a good point there. But most cryptos with the ecosystem and the community and the diamond-handed people, it doesn't happen that often. So if you have a strong community like Cardano doesn't dump a lot, there's certain cryptos that when we go into a massive dump, they just dump less than everything else. And there's a reason for that, and so that's why you look to those cryptos, that don't dump as much, like your XRPs or your Ethereums or your layer ones, your Solanas, and all of those they dumped, but they didn't go down to crazy prices that you're like, whoa, dude. I'm rethinking, the meaning of life right now. It's like that serious. You're just like, man, I got to rethink everything, just kind of reevaluate the situation because it's ridiculous. So, uh, all right, Bitcoin can still go down 40%. So, you know what that means. So, and again, a great point. Bitcoin can still go down. I don't think it's 40%. So historically, Bitcoin goes down, and you could be right. Like I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't know what exactly information you're talking about. So I'll just go with what I know. So historically, Bitcoin goes down 70% from the top, and that correlates with the exact low price of our previous all-time high, right around 20,000. We haven't gone down to 20,000 yet. We've only gone down to 25, which is kind of close. It's actually like right around 21,000. So we don't have to go right down, but I'm saying like 20,000 because that's the old all-time high from 2017. And so you got to go with those old patterns. That is something that, is a pattern established, by the community already. So um oh, you gotta go. Okay. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it, man. You're freaking, you're dope. You're awesome. Thank you, moderator. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really into looking and watching other people's videos about like learning how to trade. Like but if I don't mean like I wouldn't listen to them for signals or something, but like to learn myself how to trade. Wow, my cat is harassing me right now. If you didn't know, he is just sitting here rubbing all up against me right now because of catnip. He is a catnipian. Hi, buddy. Oh, you're so sweet, but he might attack me again. It makes him crazy. Yeah, my kitty wants to attack me for some reason. Okay, dude, don't attack me. All right. Oh, you're so sweet. Yep. See, now he's gonna start attacking. I don't understand. Like I pet him the same way all the time, and he doesn't do that. Like so, yeah, he's just overstimulated. I think so. I might have to kick him off of here because if not, he'll just start attacking me, and we can't have that. uh, Danny, what's up, my dude? It can go down to 5 cents. The graph going down another 2/3 of the price. So you're saying it can go 75% down further? I don't think so. I really don't. Maybe to 10 cents, and that's pushing it because that's a third of the way down. So maybe a third of the way down. I just don't see it going more than like another 30 some percent down, honestly. That's just my opinion, though. I can be wrong. Again, these are just opinions. It can go down to 5 cents. I could be wrong, right? So I'm just telling you my opinion on it. I don't think it will. I have no technical analysis, reason to believe that it's going to. And until I see that, amazing, cool. 214th place on Icy Emoji Origins. That's awesome, man. So what I want to tell you is you need to collect 3 Icy Emoji Origins, and then you can play the arena level as well. And that way, if you get first place, you can get a free Icy Emoji NFT. It's called an Angel, I think. I'm not sure if they're still doing that, but I think they do like either a weekly or a monthly tournament on the arena. And if you go in there, you can, if you win, you're pretty good at video games because you whoop me at Icy Birds. I thought I had almost an unbeatable score of over 106, and this guy comes in and beats my score in like 5 minutes. I give him an NFT and he beats me in like 5 minutes. And he texts me right after. He's like, "Dude, I beat your score." I was like, "I mean, dude, I didn't even know you got it out of your wallet yet. Like, how did you beat my score already?" Like, I almost thought he was lying to me. Like, seriously, like I didn't think he was lying, but it's like it happened so fast. I definitely considered it. I was like, dude, maybe he's lying. Like, there's no way he beat my score. I just sent it. The ink hasn't even dried yet. But no, he sure did. He showed me the screen. He's like, beat your score, dude. And then he can't beat that now. I'm like, okay, well, still second place on Icy Birds. Yeah, I was second place, and he came and took my second place in like 5 minutes. It sucked, man. I worked so hard for that second place, and he came and took it away from me like it was nothing. Like, man, I'm just kidding. I'm glad he did, dude. I'm serious, but it kind of sucks because I'm competitive too. I want to win. I blame your loss on Coinbase over promoting it all before. I blame your loss on Coinbase over promoting it all before the first. I got greedy, man. So I didn't get like greedy, like oh I'm going all in. But what happened is I went to the well one too many times, and that's I guess a form of greed, and I didn't realize it at the time. And so now looking back, I was like, yeah, because what happened, I told you I rode the wave, right? It went down to 60. I was able to buy in not at 60, but at like 69 or 70, ride it up to over $1, and I did it a couple times, but then I tried it the last time, right? And I got in at 88 thinking it was going to go up for some reason instead of waiting for my normal 60 and but I still would have ended up buying at 60. So either way, I would have ended up doing something because I at that point did not think the market would like I was betting on it. Like that's why I lost money. I basically did make a bet. I bet with the market and I lost. But the cool thing about that is it's about how much crypto you have, not how much it's worth right this second. Because if you think about it, and the best mindset is to have is for future, because wait for the next bull run. Before you sell any crypto, don't ever sell crypto in a bear market. For real. I mean, day traders aside, if you're just buying crypto for the future, never sell in a bear market. Like if it's a bear, like if everything is 90 to 99% down from the top, that is not the time to sell a crypto at all. That's the time to only buy it. And then when we're in the bull market again, that is when either millionaires are made or you just turned your 15,000 into $900,000. Now you're set for the rest of your life. You're not necessarily rich, but you will never need for anything again in your life. And you can set that's what I am setting myself up for. And ICP, well, Definity has basically made that possible with ICP, giving me that, letting me make content for them doing this, and giving me the ICP that I can lock into my future and really change, my life and maybe even my, you know, um, what do you call them? Not ancestors, as people before, descendants. My descendants, to have a comfortable life because I believe, like a lot of people don't leave their kids stuff anymore. I believe in passing on things down generation to generation. And I think that's how blessings are passed down, money, like whatever you want to bless the people that you bring here, because actually they never asked to be here. You made the choice to bring your descendants here. They never asked to be here. Like you, as the mother and father, made that choice for that child, right? Any mother and father makes a choice to bring a kid into the world. So I believe that it's your responsibility to make sure that they, if you leave this world, you leave them, you know, better off than you brought them in, right? And so whether it be financially, there's a lot more than just finances, but that's one way, and um, anyway, we're kind of off subject here from crypto, but we do that from time to time here because I think it's important for us to talk about, life and how it pertains, because this isn't just like a stock trading channel. This is a community of people who are trying to figure life out and crypto and money. And, we might not have it all together, but we're all really smart. And, we're really diligent and pretty good at video games too. A lot of us here. So I want to get a group of like really good crypto traders, really good video game players, really good editors, developers. I even want, that'd be cool. Dominic becomes like my best buddy. Dominic Williams, we become buds. That'd be funny. Just hit it off with Dominic Williams, the creator of Definity. Like, what's up, dude? Come on over, man. I'm making pizza, bro. My cat has catnip. Why did you stop at 3, bro? I mean, I guarantee if you played for, because it took me a long time to get the rhythm. Because at first I couldn't get past 1 or 2. Now in Icy Birds I can basically get, other than a few times I die in 1 and 2, but yeah, I can get to like 20 to 50 to 150 almost every time. Now I don't know if they changed the game, but yeah, you can definitely get more than 3. I believe in you. I know you can, dude. You'll get like third or fourth place if you really give it a shot. But it might take a day or two or a week. I practiced a kickflip for over a year before I was able to do it. Not to mention, I broke my tailbone first trying to learn how to ollie. The very first ollie I landed, the board went, and my butt went, and it broke my tail. And you go to the hospital, and they're like, "Well, you got a broken tailbone." I'm like, "Okay, what kind of cast am I getting?" Like, you don't get a cast for that. It's you get this donut, and they give you a donut to sit on, and it's so painful standing up or sitting down. Like the movement from going to standing to sitting or sitting. Oh, it was so excruciating. But I didn't give up. I learned how to ollie, and then I learned how to kickflip, and I kickflipped for 1 year. I literally, we were in this place. We called it. I can't say the name on here, but the CRACK Shack. And we would literally skateboard on the carpet in there, and that's how I learned how to do a varial kickflip, because a varial kickflip is like a kickflip 180, but it's harder to do outside because again, you can land on the board and it'll go out from under you. So when you're on carpet and you land, it's like it just sticks there. So it's so much easier to learn a trick on carpet, dude. If you're a skater, you need to know that trick, and you need to find some carpeted area, probably not your friend's house or anything. But I'm serious, like grass maybe. There's different places where the board won't move and you learn it and then you go do it on the pavement. But that's the same with anything. When I talk about this, you can turn that into anything. Like, if some one strategy doesn't work in crypto, there are ways to get better at it before you do it. You know what I mean? And like, here's a perfect example. Like eToro has a practice account. When I very first started crypto, eToro gave me a virtual account with $100,000 in it. It's not real, but it would be like, so if you had $100,000 right now and it lets you buy crypto at the price it's at right now, and it tracks the price just like regular crypto, and you would buy and sell as if it was regular crypto. And I turned that 100,000 into $595,000. And if I would have had money in the bear market, or when I started, I would have been able to do the same thing, because my mindset was like, this is what I would do if I had money. And that's what I did with the virtual portfolio. I was like, I'm buying everything. I bought Cardano at like 40 cents on there, and it went up to 2 something before I sold it. And then I bought Bitcoin at 8,000. I bought Ethereum at 200. Man, and I made $595,000, but it was virtual. So again, that was like me kick flipping on the carpet, me learning how to do that, and I took it in, and I turned 10 into 20,000. I did really successful. So yeah, I was down on the graph trade right now, but I'm gonna make a profit on that. I'm gonna show you, and I have made profit on almost every single trade that I've done before. So there are a few, Anchor being one of them, that I sold the very first bear market in last July. I sold all of my altcoins. It was like $200 worth, and I lost like $40. So that was my biggest loss, really, besides this one, because I lost with Cardano when it first came on Coinbase, and then just like I predicted, it went way up, and I made like 4 grand off of Cardano. And I predicted it on Twitter, and I was like, Cardano, $2, new all-time high. And then boom, 1 week later after my tweet, did I call it or did I call it? $2 Cardano. That was one of my best calls. But those are the things that help you get ready for the next one. So just have a strategy. Just know that accumulation is the best strategy. Dollar cost average, but accumulate. Everybody talks about dollar cost averaging, but they don't tell you get a certain amount. Like oh, I'm gonna do that. Gives me an awesome idea for a video. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write the cryptos, right? And all of the crypto and how many of them you should get. I'm gonna make a video about it, like how many ICP you should get, how much Bitcoin you should get, how all the crypto, like maybe I'll do 10 different cryptos, and if you're accumulating these cryptos, this is how much you want in a bear market to make it successful in a bull run. Because imagine, so this is just hypothetical. You're buying the graph at 15 cents right now. Say it takes all the way to 2024. We have our halving in May, and say it takes June, July, in August. We finally start pumping in August of 2024. Then the graph blasts off again. Remember, 3 days, 750 mil. What if something like that happens again? The graph goes boom all the way back to $3. You just 20x'd your money. Yeah, you had to wait 2 years, but you just 20x'd your money. Where can you maybe double your money? Where can you 20x your money? Not very many places. And there's a lot of chances for that right now. So however much you want, say you get 10,000 graph. Well, you're going to 20x whatever that is. Whatever the amount you paid for that, 20x it. And you could do it with several cryptos, because everything is super low bear market prices. Yes, they can go down more. That is the risk. We don't know. And if it is a couple years out, then you'll have more chance to buy. That's why any purchases right now, don't make any big purchases. Not financial advice, common sense. Make small incremental purchases. That's the way to do it. That way, if it does dump below, you're like, okay, I only spent 50 there. Good. Like I had 10,000 I was going to spend over time, but I only wanted to spend 50 just in case we had a dump. And then if it doesn't dump, 50 more. It doesn't dump, 50 more. And then that's how you do it. And then if it, does dump after a while, then you put like 100 because it went down further. And then it might climb back up and then dip again to where you already bought 50 at, and it's above the 100. So you never know how that's going to work. But if you keep doing that, instead of just like, okay, put 10,000 right now, and then you're in the hole on all of it. So we have good strategies here, and we're going to work them together. And I'm going to find ways to get you guys to have goals. That's what we need to do. Every one of us need to have goals of how many crypto we have, how long we're going to hold, how long we're willing to hold. Because you can't just be like, okay, I'm going to hold for 4 years. Be like, I am willing to hold between this point and this point but I'm not willing to hold longer than this point. You have like I have so many different plans just in case things happen or they don't happen or and nothing's set in stone though. You just have to have like a certain go-to thing for everything, and you guys are good at that. Like you beat me at the game, I'm sure you can keep up with me in my trading strategies. It's not that hard when we come and work as a team if you have a long-term mindset. And I like people that have long-term mindsets because they understand it. You should, yeah. 15K. BTC is raising near to 30K. Get my money back. No, it's all profit. All of it is. I already took out my original investment. What happened last night? Oh, I didn't see ETH Dump. I think you meant 30K, but I don't know. That's just what I thought. Could that have something to do with the possible F 2.0 launch? Well, they're still in working on that, so I mean, I don't know. Let's go look at Ethereum. I didn't know it dumped. Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore you at all. Just sometimes I get caught up talking, and when I'm reading some of your stuff, I go off. So doesn't look like it dumped too far. I mean, 24 hours. Let's look at the month. Oh yeah, I mean it's down $1,000, but yeah, I mean it hasn't really dumped too bad. But yeah, I see it did have a little pullback right here. But I think Bitcoin did too. So nothing too big of a deal. I really think that we're in this parallel channel here too. As you see, the highs are pretty much the same and the lows are pretty much the same, and that's what a parallel channel is. As you see, the volume dwindles here, which is really weird because this is the part where you'd buy more, and then it goes up and more volume comes in. I can see more volume coming in at the bottom again, but that's kind of weird to see like the volume go down as we enter this area, and then when it goes up there's more. I mean, I get it a little bit because they think, oh, it's too high right now, it's gonna dump, it's gonna go down, and then so why you see the volume dwindle off right here, then they're like, oh, it's starting to pump now, and so as you see the volume starts to increase there because they thought it was going to go down here. That's why there wasn't a lot of volume, and then when it started pumping they're like, okay, well maybe it's not going to go down, and then so they put a lot of volume in thinking it might go up. Then it went down, so they're like, okay, well, we might as well just keep buying in, and more volume. And now we get up to where we're at and less volume coming in. So, yeah, Ethereum definitely needs to help with the market recovery. So that's the good thing. Ethereum has become a very, very powerful player in the market. And if you remember what happened last summertime, we were coming out of that $28,000 800 Bitcoin dip, and Bitcoin was still not recovering the way that we wanted it to. And I don't think it would have, right? But Ethereum started having a major pump, and Bitcoin was just doing what it is now, like sideways, going up 1 or 2%, down 1 or 2%. And then Ethereum started actually pumping like 8, 10% or something. And then Bitcoin was like, ooh, it kicked Bitcoin right in the butt. And Bitcoin started to pump like 4 or 8%. And we continued the bull market all the way to November with a new all-time high, but in 2021. So that can happen, and you never know when those times are coming. So definitely, yeah, definitely look out for those. Count me out of giveaways. I don't think it's fair if I win. Yeah, I mean, I just probably hook you guys up, especially for being moderator and when I can. Like if I had, that's the only thing. I give stuff when I can. If I don't give anything, it's probably because I don't have much to give. When I have a lot to give, I'm very generous, especially to people that are close to me or that treat me well. You know, I take that very seriously. Like, I gave my neighbor $20 once because I was coming into this parking spot, and then I couldn't get in it the way I was, so I had to turn around. And he saw me coming, and he was gonna park there, and then he didn't. But I was just like, dang, most people would have just stole that spot. So I gave him $20. I was like, here, dude. He's like, you don't have to do that. It's just common courtesy. I was like, no, man, you don't understand. People are rude AF, and it means something to me that you show that respect. So I'm a big person to give people respect and courtesy and uplifting, and that's just how we should be to each other. We should always be that way, and it's not the way of the world, but it's the way of us. Don't forget to follow Definity on Twitter and Bitcoin Renegade. So I'm gonna show you right here how my Bitcoin Renegade is spelled on Twitter. So it's going to be at and Bitcoin. That's not how you spell Bitcoin. All right. There we go. That is my Twitter handle right there at Bitcoin Renegade. And it's called BitcoinRenegade.icp. And also follow Definity. Go follow my TikTok on TikTok, Bitcoin Renegade on TikTok. And Instagram is Renegade0264. If you want to go join Telegram, look up the Bitcoin Renegades group. It is in every single description. All my social medias are in the descriptions, including this one. So just check the description and you can find all those links. I believe some of the Definity links are down there as well as the Definity website. So we like to promote them because they're amazing and they have done a lot for our community. So I thank all you guys for stopping by. We will be talking about probably some of your favorite cryptos, Jasmy, and a few other ones that I know you all enjoy talking about, Shiba Inu and stuff like that, because I always try to do at least one video a week where you guys are like, so. All right, guys, that being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang!